Hey folks, today I think it's the 26th of December. Yeah, it's actually kind of chilly this afternoon. Shoot, we had like 50s yesterday for Christmas Day, and today is kind of chilly and it's kind of slowing me up a little bit. My fingers are getting a little bit sore, but as you can see, I got my big forklift all apart. I did a couple different preliminary checks. Thing wouldn't start. So, one of the first things you go to is number one, see if you got fuel. I did. I had fuel. Um, checked the, well, actually, on this, such an old machine, took the rotor off, cleaned up the points, cleaned up the, well, I should say the distributor cap in the rotor itself. Had spark. I checked it. And what you do is just take the plug cap off, take the main coil wire off with the key on, put your spark plug actually in that wire that goes down to the center of the distributor cap. Put a spark plug in that. If the points are closed with the ignition on, you should be able to open the set of points. In other words, break the field. It'll ignite the secondary coil. Wham, you got spark. Had plenty of blue spark. So I'm like, what's going on? Timing can't be off on this old beast. It ran great last time I ran it. It just sits up here in the field and kind of takes up space, but we use it for a lift. Probably not the safest thing in the world, but I definitely practice safety to the best of my ability when I use it. It's got 8.5-foot forks on it, and I stand off to the side if I can. I can position the car or the truck on there, whichever way I want to go with it. So, yeah. Plus, I got a kitty to help me usually, so that's safe, right? Okay, so got a bunch of tools and crap in this cab. Point was, I was not getting it. This thing didn't fire. It didn't even pop. So I'm like, well, what's going on? There's something goofy here. So I took a fuel sample. Right there's my fuel sample. I think buffalo pee is clearer than this. I mean, I don't know why this is that nasty, but yeah. So I put some raw fuel down in the carburetor float bowl. It popped off and ran just fine. So I'm gonna have to basically, I think what I'm gonna do is run this off of a boat motor tank, and then I can reassure myself that there's good fuel in it. You know, at all times I can take a quick fuel sample, because I don't know. I guess the cap is on the other side, but it's underneath there is the fuel tank. On the other side, there's a fuel fill. Well, that's down next to the ground. It collects condensation. It's just got all kinds of issues. So I think I'm just going to discontinue that old fuel tank that came with this beast, make it a boat motor tank, and call it good. I don't drive the thing around much anyway. Use it for a lift. That's about it. So, yeah. And with my cat here to help me, what can go wrong, right? All right, stay tuned. Just remember, you have to have 3 good things. Well, actually 4. You have to have compression, you have to have ignition, and the ignition has to be at the right time, and you have to have good fuel. That is not good fuel. Apparently it's not there. It's focusing on it. Still looks like crap. You can't even see through that fuel to the other piece of wood. That's nasty. Stay tuned.